Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, welcome again to Straight Up. I'm your host Jeff Alley here once again with my co-host Nick Laurie. Nick, tell us about where you're up to in the next couple of weeks, mate. I'm really interested to hear all about this, and I'm sure our listeners will want to follow you on your epic journey.
Yeah, so there was this random competition. I bought some Adidas shorts, and it was just tick this box and let your email go in for a competition.
Yep.
And then the competition was a trip for 2 to the quarterfinals of the Soccer World Cup or Football World Cup. And got notified, got an email through that I'd been the winner, and I put it straight into my bin. Deleted it.
Everybody thinks everything's a scam nowadays.
Yeah, I just thought, that's bullshit. Yeah. So, and then they rang me and said, no, you were the winner.
Oh shit.
You better accept. So we're off to Los Angeles.
Yep.
Going up next week, and going to have it was a 4 day. 4 days up there, but it's a whole week really. Because you lose a day in the flights and
So it's just Los Angeles you're based in?
Yeah, just go to Los Angeles and watch one game.
Fly into one hotel.
Yeah.
Accommodation included.
Accommodation, transfers. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And so what's the game? Do you know?
Well, it's a quarterfinal. So at the moment, USA are tracking to be there, so it'll be freaking huge if they get there.
That'll be massive. That'll be awesome. And you've been to LA before?
Oh yeah, lots of times. Yeah, many times. Will lives up there, so we'll be able to catch up with him.
Nice, catch up with the boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Last time I was in LA was 1994.
Oh, yeah.
So we flew in from Europe, so we'd done our OE on a real budget. Flew into LA, and in fact that's the only time I've been to LA. I can't remember being, and Kelly and I were there, and I remember getting a breakfast with sausages and like a cream, and on like French toast. So you have sausages, bacon, and then it was French toast with heaps of maple syrup and cream.
Oh,
and we're thinking,
is that your memory?
Yeah, that's my memory of LA. And we went to Disneyland, which was pretty cool. No, I lie, I was there in 1988 as well on a rugby tour. That's all the Harlequins. So when was the last time you were there?
Oh, just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we went up to check out where Will lives and and have a bit of a roam around.
And how do you find LA? I mean, is it a place you'd recommend? Like any listeners thinking, should we go to LA?
It's sort of one that you have to do, because there's Universal Studios and Disneyland and all that carry on, but it's all a bit spread out. It's not and you've got Venice Beach and stuff. That's where we're staying, but it will be. It's neat, and all the Hollywood stuff. It's quite cool, and it's quite a laid back attitude. There's some real good parts to it. Like I'd go a little bit south of LA down to Orange County and go to Huntington Beach and Newport Beach. They're really cool, and then even Laguna Beach, which is even further south, which is probably a little bit nicer and better.
So is Venice Beach, is that what they call Muscle Beach?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to go and flex.
Yeah, bloody yeah. You're doing some weights now.
Well, talking about it.
So LA, if I remember rightly, when we went, Kelly and I think we were only there for a night, like a stopover, so we didn't see a lot. But when I was there with the Harlequins tour on the rugby tour, we did Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh yeah.
Which I thought was a bit like, oh no, Kelly and I did do Disneyland. Yeah, geez, man, my memory's failing me. We did do Disneyland, we thought that was pretty cool. But Knott's Berry Farm, when I was there in 88, 87, was a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
But see, I didn't do any of the touristy stuff. I can't remember doing Beverly Hills or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was all a bit, So
it's not actually that exciting. The cool thing is like, to be honest, to go over and actually go to a bar and just get into the real laid back California vibe. There's probably more in a bar. Whenever we're up there, we go to a place called Runyon Canyon, which is, and apparently we're going hiking because it's in a park. and it's quite a hilly thing, and you do about a 5K loop, but you're bound to see a movie star going for a walk along there. Yeah. So and that's quite a cool, real good park, and it overlooks LA, and you can see LA, you can see the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
It's quite a cool thing to do. But Runyon Canyon would be a must do for any.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go up to Malibu, which is a pretty cool town just north of LA, which is quite nice.
Well, it sounds like you got a good plan, and helps out it build it too, I suppose.
And we've done it before, so we knew the places, and like we're pretty ninja shoppers. So the only place that will shop is at the outlet mall, where they have all the seconds and stuff. Yeah. And you get stuff way cheaper when you're there than if you go to like the normal shops. So
but you're right, though, LA is a place where you just got to go. Especially if you're that close. I mean, we'll go to LA, but if I had a bucket list place, it wouldn't be sort of near the top, I don't think.
Well, my bucket list for the States is I want to go and I want to run from one side of the other of the Grand Canyon. So it's about 26 miles or something there and back. So
typical you, I'm thinking of getting an RV and driving the length of that.
I like to do an RV up to that.
Well, the World Cup's in 2031, see. And so my thing,
the rugby one. And is that in the USA?
In the USA.
Oh, well, that's it.
2031. So
how much do we have to save?
Well, that's it. And I'm thinking an RV, start in LA and finish in New York. And on the way, hopefully catch a couple of the All Blacks games wherever they are, as long as they're not too far away. But generally, they like to keep the pools quite close. So the All Blacks might be based in New York or based in LA or something. So that'd be pretty cool. But you're right. I mean, I'd like to get to sort of central USA, the real sort of Minnesota's, Alabama, or the real country sort of.
Well, if you go down in the south around Texas and stuff, you've got all the Texas barbecue, and all that sort of carry on. That's pretty cool.
Well, that tour I was talking about in '88, we went to San Francisco. And had a walk around there and went to Alcatraz. And Alcatraz was really cool. That was awesome for a young boy from Tokoroa, mate. Looking at Alcatraz and seeing the hole in the wall. But then we had a day trip into Tijuana.
Oh man, well, that would have been cool.
That was an eye-opener. Well, as soon as we pulled up, this young kid rushes and opens up the taxi door and starts, money. And of course, I'm like, I go off. But then, of course, all the hoodies, but he come around, so you fellas, you got to give him a dime or whatever it was, some little change. But that was pretty much what Tijuana was all around. We got some cheap bloody leather jackets. I remember I bought leather jackets for my sisters with mum and dad's credit card, and some bloody cheap tequila. 50-cent tequila shots. So of course they were a bit of fun. But Tijuana was an eye-opener. That was pretty cool because that's just was it San Fran or San Diego?
That was probably from San Diego.
San Diego, San Diego, I think.
San Fran's up the top of California.
Yes.
But San Fran's pretty neat. I've been to a few chiropractic conferences up there. So I've done San Fran a few times actually. It's quite cool.
Now you did your study and started your study in the States.
So I started South Carolina, which is like, well, there's not much there.
No?
Yeah.
So South Carolina is East Coast, eh?
Yeah, way over the other side. So just north of Atlanta we were.
Nice.
About 2 or 3 hours north of Atlanta.
Yep.
That was a different experience. Like you'd pull up to the lights and you'd hear this booming music and I'm like, hey, man, listen a bit closer, and it was country.
Oh, yeah.
And in those days, we were still on landlines and things, and I could not use the phone over there because no one could understand my accent.
Oh, I know. God, they called me Geoff over there.
Yeah, Geoff.
I remember this guy ringing and saying, "Oh, I want to speak to Geoff," and I'm like, "It's Jeff," and he goes, "Yeah, okay, Geoff," and I said, "It's Jeff," and he's like, "Yeah," he's thinking I'm saying "yeah" all the time. I'm like, "It's Jeff, Geoff." But we were in the Midwest. We're a real redneck territory, but that was a lot of fun.
You would have been fairly similar.
It was cool.
Yeah,
we're 3 hours south of Chicago, so Chicago was our go-to big city.
Oh yeah.
Big weekend away.
What's Chicago like?
Chicago's a cool city, real cool city.
Yeah, I've been through it just to the airport, but I haven't been there. So
Cool city.
wouldn't mind having a look.
Yeah, we had New Year's Eve in Chicago. Best mates of ours, Carl and Jody. You know them very well. So they came and joined us, and we went up to. They had Christmas with us in what they call the Quad Cities, which is Davenport, Bettendorf on the Iowa side, and then Rock Island and can't remember what the name of the fourth one was on the Illinois side. But we were right on the Mississippi River. And so anyway, they had Christmas with us, then we went up to Chicago and had New Year's. And found a cool little bar, but the subway is something else there, eh?
Yeah.
Sheepers, man. And even in New York, the subway is just amazing, the transport. Like when we look at our train system here, eh? It's just so embarrassing.
Yeah.
But Chicago was cool. Midwest was awesome. Went down to Memphis. Have you been to Memphis?
Yeah, been through went to Elvis's house.
Yeah, how good.
So cool.
How good.
And I thought he was really flash because he had because I went early 90s and he had his room had, like his lounge had 2 TVs so he could watch 2 channels at once.
Oh
yeah, so 2 TVs in the wall, and it had his own squash board as well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No, I never went to his mansion.
Yeah.
I never went to
Graceland.
Yeah. No, we did Bourbon Street. So obviously we went down, played in a sevens tournament, stayed with a doctor down there, hosted all of the boys, and then we went out to Bourbon Street, and the jazz was pretty cool.
So you were talking more New Orleans?
No, it's Memphis.
And Memphis.
Memphis, and the jazz and the Bourbon Street.
The
main street in Memphis. That was cool. Really cool. The USA is I really love the States. A lot of people, it's getting a bad rap at the moment, obviously. But, man, I think there's so much to do there, and there's so much for everyone.
But each state is like a different country.
It is.
Yeah. A cool place to go to, we went to last time we were over, was we went to Nashville.
Yep.
And so when you have a wedding, all the brides for their, what do you call it, the hens party.
Yeah.
So all the hens parties go to Nashville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the guys go to Vegas.
Oh.
So they call it Nash Vegas
Yeah.
For that reason. But there is just, we were there and there was all these buses coming, well, they're buses with little bars on, and they're all drinking on the bus.
Yeah.
And they come past and all full of these hens parties.
Oh.
It's just like
In
going on.
Nashville,
In Nashville, yeah. And then you can go to these bodegas, which is like just sort of a 3-story bar, and there's a different band on each level, and you can just, the whole strip was just full of these places, and you just go in and all of the bands, they would be like playing just like it was on the radio. It was a fantastic stuff.
It sounds a bit of me.
Lots of country. Yeah.
Have you been to Vegas though?
I haven't done Vegas properly.
Yeah, I haven't done Vegas. I mean, it's a bit like LA. It's just something that if you're there, you've got to go to Vegas.
Yeah, you've got to go and have a look.
But again, it seems too bloody, I don't know, too big.
Yeah, Will goes up to Vegas quite often. Where he does shows and stuff, but he goes up for the odd gamble.
Yeah.
And he reckons he's never come away down, but he's pretty careful. He's come away even.
Yeah, I suppose after you go there, you get throw a bit of coin down. But
you got to be careful with that sort of stuff.
Of course, absolutely. Vegas, I mean, if you're there you just got to do Vegas. Now, look, the States overall was pretty cool. New York, you've been to New York?
Yeah, a couple of times. Ran the marathon twice there.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Quite a small city, really. Like there's a lot of people packed into it. But
landmass,
the landmass, like most of it, the burbs are different
surprising.
states outside of New York. But it's pretty. It was cool to run around it.
Yeah. We climbed the World Trade Center.
Oh yeah.
So we got views there.
Before it was blown up.
Blown up.
Yeah.
Conspiracy. But no, New York was cool. We got the famous New York pizza, the old Italian pizza.
The slabs.
They were bloody good.
Yeah.
Really cool. So we spent a bit of time in the States. Love the States. And you've obviously done a bit of travelling yourself too.
Yeah. So I did a fair bit of the States. Obviously, when I was at College, I went down to Florida. Did a fair bit of Atlanta, lot of up and down that coast, actually playing rugby.
Yeah.
You know, for not the college team, but it was a club team nearby. And they just travel for miles and then go and play, and they don't have a shower or anything. They just jump in the van and
we did that in
the
States. I remember we played Pittsburgh, and it was a 10-hour drive.
Yeah.
And we left at like 4 in the morning. And
I think nothing of it, eh?
Yeah, drove all the way to Pittsburgh, played the game, had a quick beer afterwards in a local pub, and then drove all the way back.
Yeah.
And mate, we got back late in the morning again. But that's what you do over there.
Yeah.
Kelly worked for, she was a nanny over there for a pretty well-to-do couple, elderly couple. And then one day they said, hey, look, you know, we've got a holiday place in Naples in Florida.
Oh, yeah?
They said, but I want my car down there. Do you think you guys could drive my car down and then I'll fly you guys back? You can stay a week in our accommodation.
Yeah.
And then I'll fly you back. And we're like, bloody hell. So we drove down, and Kelly was pregnant with Grace at the time. Well, we drove down, and I remember driving down through Alabama. We just chose a place to stay because they were paying for it as well. Just pulled off the motorway, and there's this, it's like the movies.
Yeah, those
and
scuzzy hotels.
Yeah, and then coming down the freeway through Tampa, and then we finally found this place, the holiday place. It was beautiful right on the beach. We had a brilliant time there, and they flew us back. We didn't even have to see them. We just left their keys there and drove the car down, and so yeah, we got to really explore the States that way. But rugby was the big one, eh?
Yeah.
The rugby trips. We saw a lot. I saw a lot more than Kelly did, unfortunately for Kelly. But
yeah.
But a lot of them were sort of fly in, fly out, or drive there, drive back. But
yeah. Well, we went over there for our honeymoon. We had like a 3-month honeymoon.
Oh.
Because I was back, and I was at Auckland University, so you have 3 months off. And we got married in November, and then it didn't have to be back till March.
Oh.
So Sarah got leave from work. We went over to the States and stayed with her uncle and waited tables in Florida for our honeymoon. It was so cool. And so we were at a place called Vero Beach, which is just near Naples.
Yeah.
Beautiful coast.
Yeah.
And they just got this cool tradition. You just go and sit down. There was this bar. It's called the Riverside, which was by the riverside.
Yeah.
And you go and sit there, and you had to go for the sunset drinks and watch the sunset in the west.
Oh, okay.
And everyone just lined up to watch the sunset and hooked into it.
Oh.
It was just awesome bands playing. So it's just a different experience. So
It's cool. I mean, and the thing is with Florida too, year-round sun.
It was.
And then you're close then to the Caribbean and around the island.
Yeah.
I think if I had to, choose a place to live, I think definitely Florida would be probably right. If I went to the States to live, I would say. I wouldn't go to the States to live, but if I had to, Florida sounds like certainly the experience I had was good.
Yeah, it was quite cool. It was interesting, and you get lulled into a false sense of security and safety. So we were at a bar one night, and it was actually work drinks. So we were hooking into them, and Sarah she's not too good on the old cocktails. She got a little bit fancy free, and there was this dickhead who started hitting on her.
Okay.
And I sort of I was all set to go and sort him out.
Yeah.
And my work colleague said, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "I'm just going to go and smack him in the head." And he goes, "If that happens, he'll meet you in the car park." And I said, "So, well, I don't care about that." And he goes, "No, with a gun."
With a gun.
Yeah. I said, okay. Yeah. So it's just different level. I wasn't used to that. Sort of, I thought, oh shit.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to be careful of, I guess, over there. But it's like anything. I think it's not the gun; it's the person behind the bloody gun.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's a big debate there about the gun control. Did you get up into Canada at all?
Never been to Canada. No. Have you?
Yeah, we did Vancouver. We played BC, British Columbia, and Vancouver.
Yeah.
So we spent probably 3 days maybe in Vancouver. Just again rugby tour though.
Yeah.
So mainly just bars and what have you as well. But
I heard some pretty good things about Canada.
Yeah. No, as well. What I remember of Vancouver was really cool. But Grace, my daughter, lived in Whistler.
Oh yeah.
So she worked in Whistler, the ski fields there, and I loved that too. So Again, just another different country, part of the Commonwealth, I guess, a bit more like New Zealand than what the USA would be.
Yeah, met some pretty cool Canadians along the way. And I suppose also like Hawaii is always the first taste of the US that you have you been there much?
Been to Hawaii again, rugby trips 3 times.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
And one admittedly was a quick stopover, but the first time I went there was with that Harlequins team. So I was a New Zealand Harlequins team, and so we played Hawaii University. So this was 1988, and that was my first taste of Mai Tais.
Oh,
Big goldfish bowl Mai Tais. And I remember we just went from bar to bar all the way down.
See, that's what Serafel would pray to.
Mai Tais.
Yeah, something like that.
They were gold. That was so good. And then we just all got scooters. I remember all of us driving around on scooters, and we went and saw Sunset Beach. I do remember this this memory of being up on the cliff tops and looking down, just seeing these massive waves coming back.
Yeah.
But I didn't appreciate it at the time. Just a young fella, like, oh, that's Sunset Beach.
Yeah.
Sunset Beach, and now you look back and go, wow, man, that was massive.
Yeah.
We went to Pearl Harbor. That was an organised trip. Again, same thing. Pearl Harbor, what the fuck?
Big deal.
Boring.
Yeah.
Mate, if I could go back there now. The second time was a bit of a hit and run trip with we had a week with Silverdale Sevens.
Oh yeah.
So we won totally Sevens in 1992.
Yeah, North Shore went on one of those too. They won the Taupiri and went to.
So we won that was where I got injured. My story there when the Sevens tournament in Hawaii, and that was a lot of fun too. Just with the Silverdale boys, and then I had a stopover with another tour. I can't remember what it was. It was only one night on the way back home.
Yeah.
But Hawaii is pretty cool, but it's commercialised. That's what I remember.
Yeah, and I've done a couple of times when we've gone up for a week and stayed on Waikiki, and it's pretty cool. But apparently now lately there's a few more homeless have entered the scene. But I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. I do remember sort of lying on the beach and just the constant, the big cars, the big US tanks, right next door, and the fumes, and then right there's this big high rise. So it's a big high rise. You got a busy street, and then beach.
Boom, beach.
Okay. It's not really what I prefer. I like the white sandy beach, crystal clear blue water, and quiet. With a cocktail and a beer. And one of the best places there would be probably, I don't know, when we start talking about best places, Boracay in the Philippines.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I haven't been up to any. You did your Philippines rugby thing.
Yes, Kelly and I went out to Boracay, so it's pretty cool. But I want to do places like Thailand or Vietnam and those sort of beaches as well, because Fiji's beautiful. It's right on our doorstep, but I want to sort of get a bit further and have a look. So what's your favourite? Is there a beach, like a white sandy beach, crystal clear blue water that you've been to that you recommend?
Well, for just getting straight into laid back and close to home, I love Fiji.
Yeah.
Like we've got a timeshare up there. Our kids used to think that we had a batch there. We're going in the back. Yeah. So we always go to dinner out. It's just a nice laid back spot. And then when you get out to the outer islands, where you go on a boat trip or whatever, and coral reefs and stuff, it's just beautiful. But I just like lying by the pool in the sun.
I'm the same. Yeah. I'm exactly the same. That's my ideal holiday.
Well, the last holiday I went to, the barman at the pool said to me, he said, "Mr. Nick, you are the best relaxer."
Have you been, and he's a plug for Boone and cruising Fiji.
Oh yeah.
His boat.
Yeah.
That was magic, mate. So anybody wanting to go to Fiji, booking cruising Fiji it is. So you pay a fee. There's no hidden fees. With your price, you get all your food and all your booze.
Yeah, beers, barbecue, and beach.
Brilliant.
And he takes you to the best places.
We just stopped off at this place. It's literally a beach in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, it's all Boon's cousins running that.
And it's this
he owns it.
And scuba diving all around the end, crystal clear white sand in the middle of an ocean.
Yeah.
Just magic. And then the scuba diving was just next level. That was something else.
Yeah.
And they took us to the Castaway Island where they filmed with Tom Cruise. They filmed the movie. Took us to there. We saw the Castaway written in stones. You know, we went through the bush and sat down beneath this hut and had lunch.
Yeah, they filmed a few. There's another one. Brooke Shields was in one.
Oh, Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, Blue Lagoon.
Oh, was that filmed in Fiji?
Yes, yeah, that was filmed there too. Yeah.
Jeez, I remember that years ago too. So Fiji, Raro, I love Raro just for the fact that it's different from Fiji.
Yeah.
You know, Raro to me is the resort. The whole island's the resort.
Yeah, and it's intermingled. Like you see locals.
Yeah.
And like real Fiji.
Absolutely.
Real Fiji, you don't get.
You get the
You're
resort.
sort of isolated in the resort.
You get the resort.
Yeah, but in Raro you get real Raro. Like you can be lying on the beach and a stray dog comes wandering up.
Of course.
Yeah, and chickens and yeah.
So long as you got a car in Raro, I think that's the ultimate, because you can just jump in your car in the morning and you just go scuba diving here, swimming here, and out for lunch here, and you can hike the middle of the island as well if you want something a bit more adventurous.
Yeah.
Swim with the turtles. Nah, I love Raro.
Have you been up to Tahiti?
No.
Now that is beautiful.
Really?
Like nice coral, and you have the berets over the water.
Yeah.
Really magnificent.
Yeah.
And if you're used to going to Fiji, the roads are slightly rough in Fiji.
Yeah.
Because of there's an incredible amount of French money gets pumped into Tahiti.
Yeah.
Pristine motorways,
Is it expensive though? I've heard it's really expensive.
It is expensive, but Fiji's getting expensive now.
Yeah,
but for a different experience and great cuisine, like food, really good. Quite nice there. I'd recommend Tahiti if you want to do that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, Bali's one. I mean, you've been to Bali as well.
I haven't done Bali. I sort of don't. I don't know. I'm a bit fearful of Bali. I don't want my holiday ruined by having the squirts.
One of the kids, I can't remember which one, got the Bali early on. But we were
so
in
you've done
Maine.
it.
We did Bali, but I want to go to the outer islands of Bali, like Gili or Lombok or something like that.
So do a bit more
Do a bit more, and get out into those beautiful, because the islands out there are stunning. Because we went to Bali just in the main Seminyak, I think it was, stayed in a beautiful resort. So we got to experience the culture. We walked outside and there's markets and you're bargaining for as cheap as anything. Your bintangs, your beers were $1 or $2 or something rather. So of course everything was cheap as. But we went to the beach and sat on the beach, got the old neck massage and you had a couple of drinks on the beach, but no snorkeling or swimming. Whereas that's what Bali's known for, the beautiful islands and surfing as well. So,
but that wasn't where you stayed.
No, we were there for a 60th, and we just stayed in the mainland, but still loved it. Still thought it was
apparently a good one. Have you been to Vietnam?
No,
because that's supposed to be pretty good, and $1 beers.
Oh, well, there you go. Sold me a
Yeah.
So Vietnam and Cambodia would be another trip bucket list. So,
but friend of ours went up and they got a bit of dentistry done in Vietnam, and that sort of was the price of the holiday, really.
I just watched a video half an hour ago, and I'll talk it all about Nick Ringy, shout out Nick, swimming in a rooftop bar in Vietnam, in a pool, a rooftop, and there's a bar pool, and he's smiling, showing his teeth.
Showing his new teeth.
Yeah, new teeth. So, Nick, good on you, mate.
Well, if you have to go up and you have to hang around, I've got a mate who he needed a whole lot of new teeth just because he'd knocked them out playing footy years ago. And it was his present to himself. He finally did. So he got quoted here $60,000 in New Zealand for the tooth thing. And he went to Mumbai. Whole thing, flights, everything included, $12,000.
India.
So he went up to Mumbai, but he had to sit around, and he said it was pretty cool, like cultural experience, but a little bit dirty, And if he had his time again, he would have chosen Vietnam because it would have been a nicer place.
Would have been a beautiful place to hang out. I mean, I've been to Sri Lanka, been there 3 times on rugby tours, and Sri Lanka is supposed to be called a mini India. But Sri Lanka was, and I shouldn't say bad enough because I love my time in Sri Lanka. Fuck, it's chaotic, man. Chaotic. The traffic. There's lots of people everywhere. And you've got your super rich and your super poor, and there's no real in between. And so the poor people just stand on the street, and the super rich go along just hand the money. as they're driving along. That's how they live.
No.
There's no welfare system or
Yeah,
anything.
it seems unreal, eh?
Yeah.
We don't know, probably, I did watch a Fred Dagg documentary last night. We don't know how lucky we are.
We don't know. But it's good to travel to get that appreciation too, eh? You know, and not just how good New Zealand really is.
So that's like, just, we've covered the States, we've covered a bit of Asia.
Mate, we could do another bloody episode.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I know, and then we start on our European trips.
Yeah, exactly. We so Friday night we just spent, Kelly and I spent it bloody watching travel documents on YouTube, and we just had a pen and paper, and so we've started a little mini tour. So, and again, this is going to change obviously, but at the moment it was one of these ones we fly into Athens in Greece, and then there's a 7-day cruise through the Croatia cruise or through the Croatia coastline, finishing up in Venice, Italy. And of course, that's a pretty cool place in itself. Then you travel down into Tuscany, which is where Kelly's always wanted to go, Tuscany. And
the girls seem to want to go there.
Yeah, well, I love the videos. Okay, cool, Hunter, that's what you want to do, that's your buzz. The Amalfi Coast was beautiful.
That's where I'd like to go, and it's pretty cool, eh?
Pretty cool. Yeah. And then you can go down and spend a day in Rome. I want to go and spend, because we did Europe years ago, but we missed out Rome.
Oh yeah.
So I'd love to go and see the Colosseum and then finish off in Sicily. And Sicily is a beautiful island, Same thing, just chill out there and do a month doing sort of like Italy and all of that, and then maybe a random place on the way home like the Maldives or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Jeez, that sounds. You guys did some great planning. That's good bonding.
Good bonding.
Good for your relationship.
Good for our relationship. And when are we going to go? Well, I don't know. Got to get money first, That's the whole thing. We need money.
Well, probably it's quite a good thing that we normally do is book it and then work out a way.
That's exactly. Well, we've always said that, jump in the net will appear,
Yeah.
Because if you don't start planning,
you don't end up the richest person on the street, but you've done a lot. Yeah, you can't be buried with your money, can you?
No. We know that. We've seen it too often in here, haven't we? People work, they retire, and then they die.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, come on, man. And it's good to have something to aim for. Now, it won't be next year, it might not even be the year after, but it might be 2029.
Yeah.
And then the next thing to aim for then is 2031 World Cup.
Well, the big thing I discovered with this trip that I won, I sort of had nothing locked away, and I was sort of half focused on some stuff. But we did the wrong thing. We normally, when we've got a holiday, we book another one straight away, to work towards. But this has given me like a bit of sense of purpose, a bit of excitement.
Yeah, sure.
It's
an awesome trip.
Cool. Yeah, I think if my best tip would be if you have something booked, even if it's way out, at least you've got somewhere to work towards, something to focus on. Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like big. Like for us, we've got Gold Coast next month. And then in November we've got Queenstown. We're going to do the Dunstan Trail on bikes.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So that's something
cool. I want to come on that.
Yeah, mate, awesome. And then so just these little things, and then next year we've got a couple of things planned. So with our big syndicate, there could be another bloody podcast in itself. There's definitely planned something. It's always good to, and again, as you said, some good bonding time with the missus. I had to actually give up watching bloody League on Friday night to watch YouTube videos on travel.
Oh,
she loved it. She was good. And I'm like, I was in the good books. This is awesome.
There you go. You've heard it here. Jeff's tips for love. He got in trouble a few weeks ago. He's back.
Still trying to make it up. Oh mate, let's rattle along pretty quick. We didn't even get to Europe or anywhere else like that.
No, we can do do Tales from the OE next time.
Yeah, well, you're going to be back, so we'll have a session next Monday, and then we'll have to have it off, and then you can tell us all about your travels.
Well, no, we can do the OE, the real OE, like the beer fest and stuff like that.
Running the balls.
We'll
do that next week. Tune in for that one. It's going to be a bloody cracker.
It used to be a bit of, might have to be censored.
Oh God, I reckon. Okay, we'll wrap that one up, eh? Tune in next week for another episode of Straight Up. As usual, please give us a follow on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Give us a like on our Instagram and Facebook pages. And if you're at the pub,
tell your mates.
See you next week. Ciao. Awesome. What do you think of that, Nicholas?
Oh, bloody good. I think we're quite easy to listen to.
So professional. We're so professional.
Yeah.